Good morning.
Morning.
I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to come speak today. My name is Stephanie Nordin, and I'm here to ask for some positive legislative change for our most vulnerable population, our individuals with disabilities seeking services through the Agency of Persons with Disabilities. Last year, I came to this meeting to give public comment, and I came as a mom. I was exhausted and desperate and looking for help for my boys. And I would like to really thank you for championing for my boys. They are now receiving services, and our family life is beginning to stabilize. But the swamp that I had to trudge through to get here was insufferable, and I would like to give those dark days purpose, to allow future families that are in crisis to never have to know or experience what we did. The first thing I would like to address is the application process. By letting the application be made electronically, it'll cut processing costs and enhance the client's experience. The second thing I would like you to consider is the crisis eligibility timeline. Current Florida statutes state that the APD has 45 days to determine if someone is in crisis. And this is what my family was going through when I reached out to the agency in our time of crisis. My son had an accident on February 7th, 2022, and services came into our home March 1st, 2023. For 385 days, my boys received no supports or service in our home. And we waived our constitutional right to put the boys into an institution, which I'll never do, and entered into an unpredictable and unstable state-governed agency. This is the only two options that families like mine have. These disabilities are lifelong, and private insurance doesn't cover the cost of their care. So I would like you to adopt the language I submitted with reasonable timelines for eligibility to crisis and add implementation guidelines to those timelines so that we know when services will begin. The third thing I would like you to address is the crisis of insufficient providers in our community. Consumer-directed Care Plus is an alternative to the traditional iBudget waiver, where it allows families to hire directly the providers into the home. What I would like you to address is the change from making it a seamless change from iBudget to CDC Plus, so that will ease the pressure on the families and the provider pool. In addition to what I submitted, I would like to request that the APD waiver be added to the Social Service Estimating Conference so that there is an independent body determining the needs to sustain the waiver. There are many Floridians hoping that this legislative body will prioritize the developmental disability community in your Live Healthy initiative. Thank you.
Senate President Pastor has something to say.
Hi.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to meet with you last week. I had a family thing going on, but just so you know that we're putting together in the Senate and the House, actually, we're going to do a joint initiative called Live Healthy. And one of the issues that I specifically am working on with staff is the whole APD issue. I met this summer with JJ. You probably met him. He's probably your number one supporter of people that are in the process. And I promised him that we would look at it. So we're looking at the wait list, taking as many people off. We're looking at the funding models, and we're going to add it to the Live Healthy Act. So stay tuned. And I know some of the issues that you've met with my colleagues. You would, if you could get on a conference call with my policy advisor, Allie, which we were going to do last week, and we'll get that information to her.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Stephanie, for bringing this to my attention and trying to inform me and bring me up to speed. We have a lot of room for growth. And I'm sorry for everything you've been through with your family. And thank you for being, the person that keeps carrying the torch and trying to get people to understand this issue and the things that you went through with your family. And I do believe the Senate President and what she is saying, she will keep her word. And I will continue, as I said on healthcare appropriations again, to hold their feet to the fire and ask them a lot of difficult questions and put them on record.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.